Hi everybody, this is Oleg. Welcome to Oregon Preparedness. In today's video, I want to talk yet again about Ukraine and what's going on there. Many people are just simply not aware of what is really going on. And today I want to share with you something that some of you might heard of, but I have a feeling most of you haven't. And hopefully this will open your eyes to the reality. As you know, there is, Russian army, has been, bombing Ukraine. But as far as actual fights, the worst ones are in Mariupol. And I don't know about you, if you ever ask yourself why in Mariupol are such a tough fights that are as bad as fights by the Stalingrad in Second World War. I thought about it. I thought, why Mariupol? And so I heard today through a grapevine. I'm not gonna share from where, because I heard it through Russian channels. But what I heard, what I'm gonna share with you, really opened my eyes to many whys that I had. So, as you know, in Mariupol has been really crazy fights. As you know, United States has been supplying Ukraine with weapons. Also Europe, but United States more than anyone. And of course you hear all the time, oh, poor Ukraine, poor people, they're fighting for their freedom. And, evil Putin, or Putler, people call him, what a crazy guy. Well, number one, as I mentioned before, Putin, all he does is just defending his security and his safety. Because if Ukraine would join NATO, you bet your bottom dollar that would be American bases. And I don't blame him. I'm not a fan of Putin, but I do not blame him for trying to guard himself, guard Russia. But this is not all. This is not everything. Turns out to be in Mariupol there is a big factory that makes steel, all sorts of steel. It's called Azovstal. Stal means steel, like iron, And it's a big factory, and they've had super crazy fights right around the factory. It's a ginormous factory. It's a big facility. And turned out to be that underneath that factory there is 8-story deep chemical lab. 8-story deep. It's like 30 meters, it's like 90 feet, with all kinds of tunnels that connect various rooms that amount to 24 kilometers. That's about 15 miles, give or take, under the factory. Chemical factory where, guess who makes all kinds of experiments and all kinds of try to, produce new chemical agents. It's an American factory. Now, does this now make more sense to you? Does this open your eyes? I was blown away when I found this out. Moreover, I also heard, and take all this with a grain of salt, and I think we'll find out soon enough what's truth, what's not. Moreover, supposedly there is some American military along with some general there, and obviously they're trying to escape. Already 4 helicopters that been going there trying to lift some people off, they've been shut down. And so far they haven't escaped. It's all surrounded. They're running out of supplies. But they cannot just say, hey, stop shooting, we are Americans. They can't blow their cover. You see what I mean? So they are trying to escape. They're unable to escape. And this factory, this lab, they call it Pit 404. Just like when you write, you look for some website on your computer and that website doesn't exist, it gives you number 404, as far as I know. They call this lab Pit 404. You can actually look it up. There's some info on internet, a little bit. Anyway, so now it's even more clear to me why Brandon is supplying Ukraine with all the weapons, why he is so worried about freedom of Ukrainian people, because he does not want to be exposed. That's why. Let's go, Brandon. Anyway, once again, take it or leave it. You can believe me, you can don't believe me. I'm sure we will find out soon enough. And this is also why Russian army is fighting. I mean, look, they have destroyed many facilities, thousands of facilities by now. They could have easily destroyed this one also. But they're not. They're actually trying to get those people alive, to show the proof, to show that lab, to show people who were working there. And according to the sources that I found this information from, they say that they were making experiments with people from the city, the local people. And they said some people, they just, not some, a lot of people just disappeared without a trace. And that's where they went, into that pit, and never returned to that chemical lab. So here's what I say. You don't have to believe me, or you can. Everything I ever tell you, I always tell you the truth. I never lie to you. If I'm not sure about information, I tell you I'm not sure. So same thing now. I'm telling you, I don't believe it 100%, but it makes sense. When you see everything, when you put all the puzzles together, it makes sense. At least to me it does. And so we should find soon enough if indeed Russians will get those people out, because once they run out of supplies, they will have no choice but to surrender from that lab. And they are surrounded. They're trying to escape, they can't. We shall see who is going to be there, Ukrainians or Americans or both. So let's wait and see if this was truth. But if you ask me, I'll say it's 99% truth. And so I'm gonna finish this video at this. Share this video if you think it's true. If it makes sense to you, share this video. More people need to find out about it. I'll say this again. I'm not a Putin's fan. I hate this war. I hate people dying on both sides for nothing. But if you dig deeper, and in this case you have to dig really deep, you have to dig 8 stories below the surface, then things become clearer. And who was behind all this? There was probably many people, but 3 main ones. our oligarch who owns that factory, who probably was bribed into it, and of course that clown Zelensky, and our beloved Brandon. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll talk to you in the next upload. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think about it. Take care.